The Night of Reckoning, the Florist's Birth. Chapter 1. The Imminent Escape. On a moonless night, the air thick with tension, Maria knew her time had come. Trapped within the opulent but oppressive mansion of a man she dared not speak of, Maria felt the stirrings of life within her. Her son, destined to be known as the Florist, was ready to enter a world of chaos and conflict. The mansion was the lair of the leader of the Black Army, a man whose power was matched only by his cruelty. A man Maria never named, but whose identity her son would always know in his heart. Maria's captor, the ruthless leader, had kept her under lock and key, aware of her skills and fearing her potential to disrupt his iron grip. He was the father of her child, a fact that twisted her heart with a mix of revulsion and an unspoken connection. But tonight, the need for freedom and the imminent birth of her child overshadowed everything else. With a steely resolve, Maria prepared for her escape. She had spent months planning this night, gathering intelligence and securing a weapon. The mansion was heavily guarded, but Maria's training as an assassin for the Red Army had taught her to be both patient and deadly. Chapter 2. The Breakout. As the clock struck midnight, Maria made her move. Silently, she navigated the mansion's labyrinthine halls, her footsteps echoing softly on the marble floors. She reached the armory, where she retrieved a pistol, its cold metal a stark contrast to the warmth of her determination. Maria's first target was a guard stationed near the main exit. With precision, she fired, the silenced gunshot whispering through the night. The guard crumpled silently, allowing Maria to slip past. Her path was clear, but the mansion's alarm soon blared, shattering the silence and heralding chaos. The chase was on. Maria sprinted to the garage, hot on her heels, the sounds of shouts and footsteps. She commandeered a sleek black car, a symbol of the very power she sought to escape. As she sped through the mansion gates, bullets began to fly. The night was alight with muzzle flashes, and Maria's heart pounded as she maneuvered through the winding roads. Chapter 3. The Daring Chase. The car chase was relentless. The leader of the Black Army had dispatched his best men, determined to reclaim his captive. Maria's driving skills were pushed to their limits as she swerved and dodged, the car's tires screeching against the asphalt. A bullet shattered the rear window, another grazed her arm, but she pressed on, her resolve unbroken. In the distance, the lights of the embassy of an allied nation glowed like a beacon of hope. Maria's strength was waning, but the thought of her unborn child fueled her determination. With one final burst of speed, she crashed through the embassy gates, the car coming to a halt amid a shower of sparks and debris. Inside the embassy, Maria collapsed, her body exhausted and her mind racing. She was quickly surrounded by guards and diplomats, their faces a mix of shock and concern. "Asylum," she gasped, her voice barely a whisper. "Information about the Black Army." Chapter 4. The Betrayal. Hours later, in the sterile confines of the embassy's medical wing, Maria gave birth to her son. The pain of labor was eclipsed by the pain of betrayal. The diplomats had listened to her plea, taken her information, and then coldly denied her request for asylum. She was left to her fate, her son cradled in her arms, a symbol of hope amid despair. With no other options, Maria turned to the only place she knew could offer some semblance of protection: the Red Army. The organization she once served welcomed her back, this time as a mother seeking refuge. They offered her protection in exchange for her skills, and Maria accepted, knowing it was the only way to ensure her son's safety. Chapter 5. A New Beginning. In the bustling anonymity of the big city, Maria raised her son, who would one day be known as the Florist. She taught him to navigate the shadows, to find beauty in the midst of destruction, and to always remember the night he was born, the night she fought for their freedom and forged their destiny. The Florist's life became a delicate balance between the haunting legacy of his parents and the tranquil beauty of the flowers he grew, each bloom a testament to his mother's courage and his father's enigmatic influence.